This video is for KAAC clients and will guide you through setting up SlamIn 2.0 for a quick recall match. In various points in the video, I'll point out new 2.0 features for those of you who have used our earlier version. When you launch the program, you're shown a dialog box with three choices in it. You can open an official competition format, which is what you should do the very first time that you run SlamIn. You can open something you previously saved, or start from scratch. Please don't start from scratch unless you have to. We've already created the three official formats that you will need for Quick Recall, one for elementary, one for middle, and one for high school competition. These formats have all of SlamIn's options set to play Quick Recall, so all you have to do is add team and player names and then click play. So I'll open an official competition format and pick middle school. I've picked middle school, but the other two formats are the same except for timer settings. When you load the KAAC middle school format, you're taken to our main setup page. There you can see that we're ready to play a two-team match where each team has 4 players. But keep in mind though that SlamIn can accommodate up to 10 teams in a match, and each team can have between 1 and 5 players. To enter team and player names as well as customize ring-in and other sounds, click the Team Player Name and Sound Setup button here. On the Teams tab, enter the team's names. For Team 1, I'll enter my team, and for the other team, I'll enter other team. So here I'll enter my team as the name. I'll press the Tab key, and then enter other team as the name for Team 2. By default, SlamIn will play this sound when my team rings in.
Team 1.
And this sound when the other team rings in.
Team 2.
In a separate video, we'll show you how to record your own sounds and use them within SlamIn. Once you finish teams, click the Players tab. Here's where you can enter your player roster. Unlike our earlier version, SlamIn 2.0 can hold up to 15 names. And instead of having to type them in when you want to make a player substitution, you enter all of them in advance and then just choose them from a drop-down when needed. That saves a lot of time during matches. I'm going to enter 5 names so that I can show you later how easy it is to do a player substitution during a match. For Team 1, I'm going to enter these player names. Brenda, then I'll press Tab. Pam, then Tab. John. Doris Jean. And Scott. Then, to enter the player names for Team 2, I change to the Team 2 tab. And there I'll enter Sarah, Melissa, Rose, Derek, and Stacy. Another new feature is the ability to associate custom announcement sounds for players, just like you can for teams. By default, when a player on my team rings in, let's say the very first player on my team, Brenda, this is what we'll hear.
Player 1.
That means that SlamIn can do team and player spotting for you automatically so that you don't have to have as many resources in the room to be able to do spotting. By default, the program will announce Team 1, Player 1. But it could also play Johnson County Middle School, Pam, when Pam rings in for Johnson County Middle School. Using this feature, you'll never call on the wrong player again and won't always need another person to help you run a match. Again, we'll show you in a separate video how easy it is to record your own sounds and use them in SlamIn. Now, notice at the top of the screen that there are 3 sound checkboxes, and we've checked 2 of them, team-specific and player-specific sounds. If you want to do your own verbal spotting, just uncheck these, and SlamIn won't make a sound when players ring in. In that case, though, you might want to at least turn on a generic sound when either team rings in, which you can do by clicking the checkbox next to Standard, whose setting is on the Other Sounds tab. Our standard ring-in sound is a doorbell, but you can customize this sound and all the other sounds in SlamIn the same way as you change team and player announcements. Click OK to close the Team and Player Name and Sound Setup window. And on our main setup screen, you'll see that SlamIn has filled in your teams, my team and other team, and has filled in the player names for this match. You can use the drop downs at this point to put players in the right order if you need to. If you want to reuse these settings for future matches, change the name of the match to something more meaningful to you, such as KAAC Middle School My Settings, for example. Then click the Save button. Then the next time you run SlamIn, you can choose this file that's already customized for your needs. That means you only need to enter your roster once per season. To demonstrate that, let's close SlamIn and then relaunch it. But this time, on the opening dialog box, let's choose to open something we previously saved. And here we can see that I have a number of things saved, but I'll look for KAAC Middle School My Settings and open that. So there's our saved format, ready to reuse. Thank you for reviewing this tutorial on setting up SlamIn for Quick Recall. To continue your SlamIn KAAC orientation, watch the companion video about operating SlamIn for Quick Recall. Don't forget that you can play a SlamIn match against another SlamIn user over the internet. It's easy, and we describe how to do that on our website. You can even broadcast matches over the internet so that friends and family can tune in and both watch and hear your matches from home or work. These are both topics for a separate video.